Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to explore one of the most inspiring real life adventure stories from the CBSE syllabus. We are not afraid to die if we can all be together. Before we begin, I have a question for you. If you were trapped in the middle of a violent ocean storm, what would keep you going? Strength, courage, or your family? Think about it and write your answer in the comments. This chapter is not fiction. It is a true story of survival, courage, determination, and the power of family unity. Let's first know about the authors behind this incredible story. Jordan Cook, a British businessman, passionate sailor, and adventurer, undertook a challenging sea voyage with his family, narrates his real life experience. Alan East, co author of the story, helped document and present the adventure. This makes the chapter even more interesting because every event actually happened. Why do you think real life stories inspire us more than fictional stories? This chapter tells the story of Jordan Cook, his wife Mary, and their children Jonathan and Susan. The family decided to undertake an ambitious voyage around the world. Their aim was to recreate the historic journey of the famous explorer. James Cook. Captain James Cook had sailed around the world many years ago, and Jordan Cook wanted to follow a similar route. Would you choose a comfortable vacation or a risky adventure voyage? If yes, why? Now the journey begins from Plymouth, England. Everything was going smoothly. The family spent months sailing across beautiful oceans and eventually reached Cape Town safely. At this point, the weather was favorable. The ship was functioning perfectly. Everyone was optimistic, but nature had something very different planned. Why do many adventurous stories begin peacefully before a major challenge appears? Now life often tests us when we feel most comfortable. Now comes the turning point of the story. While sailing through the southern Indian Ocean, the family encountered one of the most terrifying storms imaginable. Gigantic waves rose like mountains. The winds became uncontrollable. Suddenly, a huge wave struck the ship. Imagine standing on a boat when a wall of water crashes into you. The narrator was thrown overboard and nearly drowned. The important events that happened in this event is massive storm, ship severely damaged, narrator injured, water entered the vessel, survival became uncertain. What would be your first reaction if you found yourself in such a situation? The storm was only the beginning. Now the family had to fight the survival. Water continuously entered the ship. If they failed to remove the water, the vessel would sink. Everyone worked tirelessly. The narrator repaired the damaged sections while family members pumped water out for hours. Which quality is more important in a crisis? Physical strength, intelligence, or teamwork? Survival depends on action, not panic. This slide highlights one of the most emotional parts of the chapter. Despite being children, Jonathan and Susan showed extraordinary courage. Jonathan was mature beyond his age and encouraged his father, never complained. Susan, though injured during the storm, remained emotionally strong, wrote an inspiring message for her father. Now, what did Susan write? Here are some thoughts to keep you going. This simple message became a source of strength during the family's darkest moments. Why do words of encouragement become powerful during difficult times? Think about it and write in the comment box. The chapter teaches several important themes. Theme 1. Courage in adversity. Real courage appears when life becomes difficult. Second, family unity. This family survived because they stood together. Next is hope. Even when death seemed near, they never gave up. And the next, leadership. Jordan Cook remained calm and took responsibility. Next, resilience. The ability to recover and continue despite hardships. Which theme do you think is most relevant in today's world? How does family unity become the hero of the story? Let's see the character analysis. Jordan Cook was courageous, determined, responsible, and he was a problem solver. Mary, calm under pressure, supportive wife, mentally strong. Jonathan was mature, wise, and encouraging. Susan was sensitive, brave, and emotionally resilient. Which character impressed you the most and why? Write in the comment box below. How did Jonathan and Susan inspire the adults? Critical analysis. This chapter is much more than a sea adventure. It explores the strength of the human spirit. The ocean represents challenges and uncertainties in life. The family represents resilience, unity, and hope. The story teaches us nature can be powerful, humans can be physically weak, but determination can overcome enormous obstacles. Now, a question to ponder. Can emotional strength sometimes be greater than physical strength? Think about it and answer. This chapter leaves us with valuable life lessons. Never lose hope. Face challenges bravely. Stay united during difficulties. Family is our greatest strength. Peace of mind can save lives. Leadership matters during crisis. Which moral lesson would you like to apply in your own life? Now, Nelson Mandela once said, "Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it." Which means being courageous does not mean never feeling afraid. It means overcoming your fear. Even Jordan Cook and his family were frightened. The difference is that they refused to surrender to fear. Can you share a moment when you overcame fear and succeeded? As we conclude, remember that We are not afraid to die if we can all be together is not merely a survival story. It is a lesson in courage, determination, leadership, family bonding, and hope. The family survived not because they were the strongest sailors in the world, because they trusted one another and never gave up. At this point, let me ask my audience a question. Why is this chapter considered a true adventure story? Give your answers in the comment box below. Friends, life will always bring storms. The real question is not whether storms will come, but how we respond to them. If this story inspired you, write courage and unity in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more interactive English lecture lessons. Thank you for watching. See you in the next class.